Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of Barbie Dolls of the Week. This week, rather than focusing on certain errors or certain types of dolls, we're going to talk about Barbie hair and hairstyles. Now, I certainly don't claim to be an expert, I'm not a hairdresser, but I just do what I do when I do it for fun. So, obviously most times I'm fine with the hair as is. But, especially with some of the older dolls, over time things happen to their hair and you want it to look better and you want it to look kind of like it used to. So there's ways to revive it. Also, of course, if you get dolls from flea markets or antique stores and their hair's all messed up, takes a lot of effort, but it's very doable. I've done many, many dolls over the years, restoring their hair back to a very nice look. For example, I'll just show you this one. Now this is certainly not in a final state, but when I got this doll, believe me, the hair did not look like that. So anyway, this is an example. Of course, this is very long hair, and I'm not a big fan of that, but actually I like it with this outfit and just in a simple ponytail like that. What it could use is some kind of finishing product to kind of make it not so many flyaways and stringy looking, so that I will be doing. But anyway, back to, in general, hairstyles. Now I want to say that last night, for the first time ever, and I've always wanted to try this, I went ahead and tried just the boiling water method to straighten some dolls' hairs. Now let me show you this picture here that I took on my cell phone, and hopefully you can see, even though it's kind of light in there, that's all hair. This light part, let me see if I can turn it a little bit. But I took a before picture of this doll. Here's another one with just the hair. It's kind of hard to see on there, but that's a lot of hair. And I took her over to the sink, and it's really simple. You just have to boil some water, and I actually didn't let it boil completely, but real close. And then slowly pour some on. This is, I don't have pictures of that part, but this is where you can see her over the sink, ready for her treatment. And then once the water is on there, it's quite hot, of course, so be careful if you do this. But some of the articles I read said also put some cold water on it, and then you can start combing it. So that's what I did. Then, more combing, more brushing. I used this, which is actually an animal comb for hair or fleas or whatever. But I used this, and there's still some doll hair in it, on the dolls that I did this with, and some others that I was just working on their hair between yesterday and today. So, but I also use this nice big, well, it's a little brush, but it's big for them. So, these are the kind of things. And you need some scissors for a little bit of the flyaways or trimming here at the edges. Sometimes that helps. This is what she looks like now, and I'm going to brush her hair just a little to get her looking perfect, hopefully. So, kind of looks much calmer. The hair is not out to here. That's like some of these dolls from the 90s, and I've got several here. They're really pretty dolls, but I don't like hair out to here and poof to high heaven. So I straightened her hair. I put this little clip in it that my friend Scott, who's the doll collector also, he had given me a little bag with those, and they're just wonderful. But I think she turned out excellent. I'm really happy, and I haven't even put any conditioner or anything in except when I originally washed her hair, which, by the way, you do have to wash their hair to start with a lot of times, and I got her at a flea market, and her hair was needing a lot, so I washed it, I brushed it, I got out any knots, which there weren't a lot, I don't think, and then last night, like I said, I straightened it. So that's her. And I'll put some conditioner in to kind of smooth it with that doll with the long hair too. I just used some cheap conditioner, in this case VO5 Herbal Escapes, which by the way has 5 essential vitamins, so they'll love it. But another doll that I wanted to show you that's got kind of wild hair that I could straighten, not too bad really, is this one. So I probably won't, but I could if I wanted to be a little calmer with it. I had put this one in a ponytail some time back, and that's what she's currently looking like. Whoops. And I got some of these dresses, by the way, that you're going to see today from a lady, I believe it's a lady, who makes them. This was some years back as well. But the only thing is they don't like to stay up very well. I wish they had some straps sometimes. So anyway, this is her, and she's got some kind of little nice earrings there. But I think she's the perfect doll that I'm going to try putting a little of this conditioner in her hair, just a little bit, and seeing what that does. So I just mix it around and put it, in different spots, not all in one spot, and kind of, mix it through like that. And this rubber band, by the way, is breaking that I had put in those years, so it's going to have to be replaced. Because these rubber bands don't last long. These are, see, it just came out. It was broken, so I'll replace that. And somebody was telling me recently they put something else in besides rubber bands, and I can't think of what it was, and that lasts longer. Now we can brush her hair and just see what it looks like. Now that it came down, you see it is a lot of hair, and I would almost bet this doll, I don't know offhand, is from the 90s, looking at her face and also her hair. So I'm going to put some more in now that, and this doesn't really have to be rinsed out in my opinion. It can stay in, it's like a leave-in thing in this case, but mix it through, and then what I'll do is brush it, and let's see what it looks like. See, that really helps with the brushing. If you have the knots out already, the tangles or knots, and then you put a little conditioner in it, it works wonders. I also, and I'm sure a lot of people do this, turn it upside down. You want to hold on to the head if you're going to brush that way. Don't just hold by the body, because you could break the neck on the doll. And you kind of go like that. Now, what that does is it tends to poof the hair out, so then I do this again in the back. And her hair looks pretty good, and you can kind of pull it forward, but it's poofier than I like, so I brush it some more and kind of get it back down to normal. So I may leave it out of the being up for right now. And anyway, that gives you an idea. But her hair's in pretty good condition. Could use a little trimming on the edges, I see, but anyway, that's her. Now, one of the other dolls that I worked with last night, and let me show you a picture of this one, hopefully it shows up a little better, is this doll. And you see all that hair. I mean, that's a lot of hair. And here's what it looked like from the back. I mean, it's like Cousin It. And from the Addams Family. This is after I straightened it, but it was still wet. And this is after the two had been drying for a while. I know it's hard to see that. Let me see if I could turn it this way. It's a little better. And then let me see, you already saw this one. This is the finished on that doll. And here's this one. And let me show you her in person. So she's right here. Now I just threw her hair up just for fun in a weird little style, but if it wasn't in this conglomeration, it looks nice and straight, and it's not out to 6 feet, or what would be 6 feet. Again, she could use some more of that conditioner, but for right now I'm not going to do that. Okay, so those are the two that I did last night. I wanted to show you just a couple others that this doll's hair that I've worked with in the past, which still has a nice smell, by the way. It's really nice. I just put it in a ponytail kind of thing today, just for a change. But she's got really pretty red hair, and it's in good condition. So she looks good. Simple, pulled back hairstyle. Okay. And then this one, which I'm assuming, I know is probably a beach doll from one of the years, which somehow she lost an earring, I see. This is another one of the dresses I got from that particular person. I think this person does a really good job, and I don't know if she still does them, but they don't stay up the best. That's the only complaint I have. So anyway, this is a Teresa doll from years ago. and she's got nice hair that I have put some conditioner in, and you can see how easy it is to brush. The only thing is that at the time I was using a different some fancy oil-based conditioner, and so I don't recommend that anymore because it stays like that forever. It never seems to really dry. So I'm sure I could get it to, but anyway, I don't like that look. But I do like overall her hair. She's very pretty. You could do things with her and maybe put her hair up or put it in a braid. And, you know, I think it's fairly easy to work with a doll's hair like this. And I want to show you some examples of some that I have worked with. Now, again, I'm not a professional, not perfect at this stuff, just for fun. But like, here's my Dream Glow Barbie from long ago. And I did a nice updo for her. And this because her hair was, you know, had come down and the rubber band had broke. So I redid it, and I kind of like, I'm happy with the result. I haven't taken it down from that in a long time, though. So that's Dream Glow. And then my Loving You Barbie that I originally had, which I have added a necklace. She didn't, I don't think she had a necklace. Years ago, I was making a little bit of jewelry for these dolls, and so this was just sort of a test. Not sure I love it. It's kind of very Wilma Flintstone-y. But there's a fun hairstyle that I did for her, and I like updos, and this is a braided updo, obviously. And there's the necklace, which is a bit much. I'm not, like I said, loving the necklace at this point, but it is there, so I could always take it off, but I don't feel like I need to. So here is another hairstyle that I had done, and you know, it's I'm sure other people could do much better, but just for fun. Now on this Crystal Barbie from the 80s again, this is some of the 80s dolls I have. These are, so her hair had come down and I just put it up in this nice little do, and it's nothing fancy, but it's kind of fun. And by the way, she still has a piece of tape, I noticed, back here on her necklace that I'd like to get off there. Let's see if that would come off. Well, some of it did. But anyway, this is a cool little... So, you know, it's not the typical hairstyle for this doll, but I liked it. And then the last one of that group of 80s dolls that I wanted to show you, are the Superstar ones. Is this one, Pink and Pretty. And this one I was trying to kind of put her hair back the way it was. And so, I'm not sure. At the time I only had black rubber bands, which don't look the best in this blonde hair. But it does show you the style, the look. And of course she still has her earrings and her necklace, which I like a lot, these 80s ones. And she has her ring that you see there. So a lot of bling. Okay, moving on. Just a couple more that I want to show you today, and these are from my Asian doll collection, or Asian Barbie and Friends collection. So this one, which is a Fashion Avenue outfit, I'm going to snap this in the back because it tends to come open. So this is another one that I did some years back, a nice updo. Could use a little fixing at this point, or a little finishing liquid or some kind of gel, not powder. So anybody has any ideas, by the way, on a good thing to use for just kind of a smoothing and finishing product, let me know. Like I said, I use the cream rinse or conditioner mostly, but I just wonder if there's something else that would be better. I think this is mostly good for when you are trying to detangle or you know, brush out a doll's hair, and it does help with the smoothing. This one is sort of a geisha look as far as the outfit, which has faded over the years, unfortunately. It used to be darker blue. This was from a candy doll, so the breasts were bigger, or the busts were bigger, so that's why it looks kind of funny on her. But from the front, maybe not quite as much. But anyway, this is the last one I wanted to show you today, and it has a wild updo. Just, a lot of times these dolls had such long hair, I just felt like, oh, I want to do something with them. I've got some that I didn't do anything with. They're fine as is. But a few I wanted to do a nice updo, and this is one of them. Also, at the time, I was trying to learn how to repaint eyes, and I didn't do the best job. I just don't have the patience for that. But anyway, she's got a little more eyeliner than normal for that reason. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this video on doll hairstyles for Barbie and friends. I enjoy doing it once in a while, and I think that it can be interesting to change up the doll's look sometimes, and including clothing, by the way, but especially with the hair. And I feel like from time to time you've got to get your dolls down and fix up their hair clean. Dust, definitely keep them dusted, and do some changing of the condition of the hair. So I hope you've enjoyed it. Take care. See you next time.